Hey, okay, you're here. I'm glad that you chose this course. And yes, we'll work together on making you a voiceover artist. We'll study everything that is required to make you a voiceover artist and stay rest assured. If you just follow everything that is there in the course very religiously, or at least follow it in a way that makes you feel confident about yourself, you will definitely get some outcome driven voiceover results for sure. So I know, like you must have had your curiosity as to what this industry is all about. You must have heard it from somewhere, or you must have seen some voiceover artist, or you must have seen anyone who sounds good. And maybe someone must have given you a compliment that you really sound good, and why don't you try voiceovers? And I'm glad that you chose this course as a medium to exhibit your talent and utilize it in a very monetary method, in a very monetary way. I'm glad you chose that way. So, who exactly am I, and what qualifies me to like take a course for you? So, I'm a voiceover artist. I have been a voiceover artist since quite a while, but 2 years ago, I was not a voiceover artist. I was working in a company and I was doing a corporate job, and I was on my own. Like nothing was related to voiceover industry. I didn't even know that this industry even existed. But today, it's one of my income sources, and I make consistent income on voiceovers. So I know that something must have motivated you as to why not make some extra bucks on voiceovers. Yes, it is possible, but then it requires skills, it requires a lot of things, and it's not mere luck. Okay, nothing would happen by luck in the voiceover industry. It's pure talent. If you have great talent, you will make it. And bet it, you will get all the skills that are necessary in this course. And all that you have to do is follow it through, and follow it very religiously, and try to understand all the intricate details, and try to form a very confident stance of yours. All right, we'll go through everything, and you'll understand all of it. So when I started back 2 years ago, 2 years ago, there was nothing like all the information that I wanted about voiceovers. It was very scattered. I was very curious about being a voiceover artist. I wanted to be a voiceover artist, and then when I started looking online, the information was very scattered. Find some video here, find some video there, and then when I would try to compile it, it would not make sense. So I realized, like, I was very confused. Even after watching a video, even after knowing some things from a voiceover artist, I even took a small course from some small local institute. Then I also consulted a voiceover artist, and it was actually a lot of work. So getting from a point of having known about the industry to a point of giving my first voiceover, I took around an year. It's a lot of time. In 2022, it's a lot of time. Like utilizing an year to just start a new career, well, it's a lot of work. So I thought my entire problem statement was like people take a lot of time in researching about how to step their first foot in the industry. So my objective was anyone who is aspiring to be a voiceover artist, why not compile everything for them in a very compressed, precise, and a very practical manner, in such a way that they can derive results from the day they end the course. My objective is to empower you in a way that you can step your first foot in the voiceover industry. And after that, of course, you'll learn all the different techniques, and you'll learn more and the advanced stuff, and you'll get better. But if you do not step into the industry, in the industry, you will not be able to do the great things. So my objective here is to recognize talent and help them get into this industry. At least give all the knowledge and all the skills that are required to step into the industry. Okay, so what should you really expect from this course? You must have some expectations. So the first thing, the course has been divided into 3 sections, you can say. The first section is technicalities of the voice. We'll understand what will make you sound better. We'll understand all the different techniques. We'll understand more about intonations. We'll understand about inflections. We'll understand about stress, syllable stress. We'll try to understand about pitches, and how we can use these technical understandings in order to deliver a very engaging voice. Okay, you already sound good. Okay, if you weren't sounding good, you wouldn't be able to convey your message to your parents or your friends or your family or your wife and husband or anyone. I mean, you do it really well. But when it comes to voiceovers, you can't just be good. You have to be the best. Okay, in order to be the best, and you see, you talk normally, but then the industry does not demand someone talking normally. They want someone to imitate something. They want someone to imitate a character. They want someone to imitate a professional leader. They want someone to imitate a boss. They want different characters. In that way, how do we align ourselves and how do we step into those shoes and deliver those results? That is what the first section of the voices will cover. There'll be the next section which will cover all the technical understandings. It will cover about the mics, microphones, and then this boom arm and the software that is required. We'll cover all of it. Of course, I'm not going to teach you a very in detail and in-depth understanding of it, but I'm going to make you understand something which is necessary and relevant. Let's not learn everything. Let's learn something that is relevant to step the first foot. Okay, so let's learn everything that is relevant. So this course has been very it has been comprised and drilled down to the most important aspects only. Everything that was not important has been omitted already. Everything that is necessary and will help you get your first assignments, that and only that is included in the course. Okay, so stay rest assured. This is like a summary of all different courses, and this will help you do focused efforts. It will help you highlight what is truly important and all that is not important. Okay, that's what we'll learn in technical sections. We'll learn about all the technical understandings. We'll learn about mics, microphones, software, PC, anything that is required. The third one is going to be marketing. So there are some people who don't sound really great. They do normal voiceovers, but they have great hold of marketing. They market everywhere and anywhere, and they get their jobs going all the time. So there are people who just are so good at marketing that even with less skills, they're able to find a place for themselves. And then there's another section where people are really good with their voice skills, but they're not really aware of all the marketing. So they do not make through again. Again, the same problem. You can't be good at one thing and ignore the other thing completely. Okay, you have to have a balance. That is exactly where the course helps. I could have chosen to divide this course into 3 different courses, but I truly want you to get all of it in one course and just get started. Just get started. Once you get started, you'll find out many things. You will actually just come back to me and was like, oh my God, this was way easier than I thought. Because I'm going to break it down to you in a very understandable and simple manner. All right. So stay rest assured about it. So even we'll try to keep a balance between all the two. We'll keep a balance between voiceovers and marketing. Of course, technicals is something that you have to do only once. You have to understand only once. Once you understand it, you just have to replicate it again and again. So we'll understand more about voiceovers and all the technicalities of voices, pitch, intonations, syllable stress, word stress, sentence stress. We'll understand all of it. And then there is marketing. We'll also understand everything about marketing and how we can create a very defined action plan that you guys can execute right after the course is over. So the idea is to give an action plan, and that action plan will help you achieve your first projects. You will be on your own, but you will be able to find a place for yourself. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. Stay tuned and stay motivated. And yes, it's an artistic profession. Remember one thing, I'm going to repeat this a lot of times during the course. You have to be you. There has to be some individuality to you. Hence, always do not try to copy or do not try to imitate any of the skills of me or anyone else on the planet, or do not try to copy any other voiceover artist. It's you. We want to add one more great voiceover artist to a pool of already good voiceover artists. We don't want a copy of some already existent voiceover artist. We want to add a new copy, isn't it? We want to add a new voiceover artist. So hence, and this industry is on a constant lookout of great, new voices and new tones and new pitches. They're just constantly on a lookout of new kinds of voices. Hence, your new voice will help. Your copied voice won't help. Okay, so enough for the introduction, and I'll see you in the next section.